The National History Museum was back at the LA Times Festival of Books with a special visit from a new upcoming attraction this month.
Some of them were very small, could fit in your hand, but others, like my friend here, the dragon pterosaurs, the Azhdarchids, got quite large.
Of course, authors braved the weather to show off their latest, including this music-inspired wisdom from the most unlikeliest source.
Because the most brilliant teacher I ever knew, especially at the end of life, was a dog. And what if I put those in a book together? And once I had the idea, I couldn't stop myself. Knucklehead was actually what they called her in the pound. When I went, I saw that she was in a cage with 4 other puppies, and I asked about her, and the guy working there went, oh, that's Kelly's dog. Hey, Kelly, somebody wants to buy Knucklehead. And finally went to the Shirelles. Shirelle, now that word doesn't mean anything, does it? And I looked it up, and sure enough, it was a name they made up. They wanted to be associated with a group called the Chantels, and their lead singer was named Shirley. So I thought, that's perfect. The name means nothing and except music. But she was also the greatest teacher of timeless wisdom I ever knew. I learned more from her than from any guru, expert, genius person I ever knew. So it's a book about that. It's both. It's the humorous, of course it ends sad, but really it's about what I learned about life.
And another self-help book about dealing with a sensitive subject of future preparation had people stopping to listen.
A family caregiver is a responsible person who's willing to adjust his or her own schedule to help. Be aware of elders' needs by calling and making visits. So always call and check on somebody. And caregiving involves being a companion and being willing and able to help. I wanted to honor my grandmother. Her last name was Wright. And so she left us instructions on what to do if she got older and how to prepare. And so she said always follow the directions. So I figured I'd make it right. That's where the concept of the book came from. And I interviewed people across the world and got their key takeaways of what to do.
A semi-Judaic music group showed that music is still alive in Los Angeles.
As a culture, people seem to know about kosher being a food style, choosing to be kosher. So it happens to be that when a lot of people meet a Jew, what do they say? Oh, you're Jewish, are you kosher? And then most Jews are not. So we'll say, yeah, mostly. Thus, mostly kosher. The greatest thing about the band is we're trying to pull the old roots in the traditional music into the new millennium by combining and fusing with genres that have a different spirit, whether they be Appalachian folk music, that's Americana music, or even as far as a little bit grunge rock and roll. So that plus global roots such as Latin jazz, we kind of are as eclectic as we feel we can be, and having so much fun doing it.
And there were a variety of different sounds on various stages at the campus of USC, including gospel, alternative, and even a bit of country blues. I'm Julie Marie, about Los Angeles.